Patrick, I've heard that it's a possibility you guys could be playing at the new arena opening in Allentown. Is that anything been finalized on that yet?
It's close to being finalized, yes, and we should be playing there in, I'm going to say right before Christmas, which is exciting. We're looking forward to being a part of that and coming down here. I know they have a couple events already planned, but we wanted to be, we wanted to help open up the new arena, so it should be good.
What's exciting about that for you?
You know what? Because I think this is a great area for Penn State alums and fans. And for us, for basketball, it's sometimes difficult to drive the 2 hours to get to the BJC. So there's a lot of people right here in the Lehigh Valley that will, I think we're going to have a great home court advantage there. I'm hopeful anyway.
Patrick, I've heard that a couple of, when Coach O'Brien was here, some of the bus trips got a little bit, you guys really got along quite well, and there was a lot of camaraderie, let's just say, built between stops. How has it been like with James, and how would you describe your relationship compared to maybe your relationship with Bill?
So obviously different. OB and I were together for 2 years, and we both were new. With James, I've taken on some other things, so I haven't been on the bus with him as much. However, when he is back at campus, we normally get together. Either he stops in and sees me, or I go over and see him. He's been terrific. We just bounce things off each other. I ask him about Vandy, how he got it going there, how he got the fans interested, the students interested. Because I'm going through the same thing. Let's not kid each other. That's what I'm trying to do, what he did down at Vandy for basketball. So to be able to pick his brain about what he's done and being creative and things like that. So our relationship's been pretty good so far. Now, he's been on this Caravan so much, and I've been doing some other things for the university. But I look forward to getting to know him even better.
He's discussing some of these Caravan stops about his desire in the future to get some facilities upgrades in certain areas changes. What would be a parallel for you in that sense?
How much time do you have, Jeff? 10 or 15 minutes? Is that what you said? Look, you're always trying to be the best in your area. The one great thing about Penn State and the athletic department is the coaches. They are just awesome. And we support everybody, and everybody needs something. But we also understand, what's important. Do we need to fix up the BJC? It's going on year 20. It's going on year 20. In a couple years here, it'll be 20th anniversary of the BJC. So, does it need a facelift? Yeah. Does it need some things in the concourse? Absolutely. We want to, I didn't take the job to hang out in the bottom six. I took the job to hopefully get in the top six, and when you're talking about the top six, you're talking about Ohio State. They might have 2 practice facilities now, not just 1. So, as far as James, and I've been following on Twitter, I've been reading all the articles everybody's been putting out. Everybody could use a facility upgrade in some way, in some fashion, to help you with your program, to help these student athletes continue to excel in whatever sport it may be.
What would be beneficial for basketball?
Just what I said. Yeah, but look, our weight room's not the biggest. We're in desperate need of a film room. It's kind of small. Actually, it's tiny. Just little things like that, little bells and whistles that can really help you out when it comes down to, Penn State versus maybe an interstate rival. Maybe it's not a rival, but a recruiting rival. So those little things might help you push you over. You know what? As I was driving up, because I did a Penn State branch campus yesterday. As I was driving up here today, I have incredible memories of driving up. Now the blue route goes all the way up, right? But it wasn't always like that. And then driving on 78 and 22, and I actually stopped off and saw Fran O'Hanlon at Lafayette. Said hello to him and Johnny O'Connor, and that was awesome. And my territory was Bethlehem, Easton, and Phillipsburg, New Jersey. And I used to call on the hospitals and the doctors in this area. That was my first job out of college. And I lived right outside of Allentown in a little 2-bedroom apartment, and I had my office on one side with all the all the meds and things like that. Just great memories. Really brought me up to speed. It was the first time I really moved away from home too. So, and the Eagles were still up here. Yeah. So the Eagles were still up here. I think they were at Lehigh, right?
Yeah,
if I'm correct. So very good memory, very good year for me to live up here and be in this area.
Oh, speaking of being happy, how was Rudy's, and what keeps you going back there?
First of all, it was awesome. Pork roll with cheese. I had 2, and I shouldn't have. I feel disgusting right now. But we ordered, Jeff, we were 20?
We've had 20 of them, yeah.
Yeah, 20 pork rolls and cheese. Everybody had one. I know it's Stroudsburg is like a lot of communities, I guess, throughout Pennsylvania. It hasn't changed a whole lot. I mean, it has in a lot of ways, I guess, but Rudy's has not changed. Same bartenders working there, the same menu. We went with the pork roll with cheese because it's much healthier than the super, which is the hot dog wrapped in bacon, wrapped in cheese. But you know, I guess it's like a lot of us. You have places that kind of remind you of home or remind you of a time in your life, and Rudy's is that type of place. Literally the same bartenders have been in there since I went to college. Same people. It's one of those college bars that a lot of places have. To me, you have the college bars where the students go. You have the college bars or in a college town where the older people go, and then you have those few college bars where everybody kind of goes. There's a mix of everybody, and that's kind of what Rudy's always was, you know. So I don't go there often, but when I'm back in town, when I'm back in East Stroudsburg, I usually go in there.
Boy, and the stories Lenny told us, we know all about you guys being fraternity brothers and stuff.
All kinds of good stuff. Yeah, don't go there. Don't go there.
Do you consider East Stroudsburg your home or your hometown? Is it that strong?
No. You know, my hometown is Langhorne. I got in the habit of saying Philadelphia, Northeast Philadelphia, because when you're in Pocatello, Idaho, or you're in Pullman, Washington, or you're in these other places, it's a lot easier to explain it that way. But that's home, always will be. The Chamonix High School. My mom's house is 4 miles from the Philadelphia border. That's home for me. But East Stroudsburg had a huge impact, you know, on who I am and on my growth, you know, personally and professionally. And those people were really good to me. And you know, I'm very, very appreciative of the time that I had there. So it's not home, but it had a profound impact on me.
Has the team developed any sort of personality, any sort of identity, any set of here's what they are in their totality?
Yeah, but I don't think that is consistent with us right now. You know, they're survivors and they're mentally tough because of what they've been through. Like I said, there was a wall and they were a little guarded. I think we've made really good progress in that. But I wouldn't necessarily say that we, you know, the team now has an identity. I think we're working at it every single day, and I think that will really evolve during camp, and then we'll have an identity next year. But I still think that's probably a work in progress. I really do. And I think part of that, you know, is because of the wall and how guarded they were when they first got here. But to be honest with you, that's no different than the way it was at the last place I got, because they had different challenges, you know, that caused that, you know, lack of success and things like that. So I don't think that's you know, against the norm. I would say in a lot of times when you come to a place and you take over a job.